Welcome back to the Corunna Open, J-Bay. This is stop number 6 on the championship tour, the midway point in the year. And if you haven't had a big result yet, you're starting to feel a little bit anxious. You want to maintain a place in the top 22. If you're outside that top 22, you've got an insatiable appetite. You need a result. You've got to get going, or you've got to be counting on good QS results. There's a few different stories playing out in this one. Wade Carmichael well positioned toward the top end of the ratings after a pretty decent start on the CT this year. Finds himself in 14th place. Seth Moniz, he's the front runner for the Rookie of the Year title, sitting in 12th. And this man, Griffin Colapinto, way back. He did injure himself earlier this season, in 27th spot at the moment, but loves this wave and has looked really strong in the free surfing sessions. Good opening ride for him. Plenty of spark in that turn. Rolling through to the inside, working this one over from start to finish. And there is a solid kick on the tail to finish that one off.
But it felt like this wave of Griffin's had a little more spark to it. Patient, taking his time out at the start. Snaps, beautiful style into another one. Trying to give them as much as he can at the same time as maintaining speed down the line. You don't want to put too much arc into your turn and end up behind it. This is where he really started to get loose, Ronnie.
Yeah, I love the ride here. There was a lot of effort in a couple of those turns through the midsection of the ride, and the finish was so authoritative. Really got the tail up above the lip, but moved a lot of water skyward.
See that use of the upper body, the full rotation, the throw of that front arm to get lift. He just washed the tail, showing great control of his board. A couple little pumps out of the bottom. Another arcing turn. You can see, look at that upper body rotation. That's where everything comes from. That upper body rotates, connects with the hips, and the board follows.
I think he'll be inspired by a little jab thrown out by his younger brother Crosby in a recent media interview. He said he thinks he might have Griffin covered when it comes to rail turns. Hasn't had too many memorable rides yet this year, so that's going to be a positive start for him. Wade Carmichael, who finished runner-up in this contest last year, looking to get started as well. If it's got a good pace to it, you can let go of 10 manoeuvres or more.
Replay of Wade Carmichael. Little race turn there, a couple of earlier snaps down this inside into a big layback gaff out of the top. Now a wrapping turn, looks for the completion. A rock and roll floater there and completes that. As I said, the power that he brings and the flair that he brings in these little waves. Obviously, these wouldn't be the perfect conditions for Michelle, and he showed what he's capable of. Here's Seth Moniz.
Let's see what he can do. His first effort in a championship tour heat here at Jeffreys Bay. Had some magic moments the other day with his older brother out there in the lineup. Josh came over to cheer his brother on after competing up there at Bolito. Seth just getting caught behind here for a moment, fighting that whitewater so hard, can't get back out in front of it.
Surfing looked good, promising. Let's have a look at this one on the replay. There's that pump and the throw of the arms. See how busy that upper body is trying to create speed. The speed line out of the top. He thought about a little tube there, wondered if it was going to open up for him, decided to go to the turns, comes into this inside section, floats again, and just gets stuck behind. Disappointing.
There's some of these waves here at Jeffreys Bay where you think, oh man, he drew that turn out too much and as a result got caught behind. I thought Seth Reed was pretty solid on this wave. It just really did reel off quickly towards the end here.
And I suppose being the first wave of the set, there's quite a bit of water in it because it looked like it never really felt the reef completely. There were the kind of flatter sections in it, steeper bits, and kind of an odd wave. The wall wasn't as clean and defined and obvious, and so that kind of led to some confusion there. Again, that could have been a different style of a floater, maybe more speed lined, and you could have got there to a last turn.
I just love it when a competitor out here at Jeffreys doesn't have that super frenetic pace and the want to do more turns than they actually need to. Here goes Seth loading up, has incredible airs that he can call on, and he's looking for a section at the moment. Don't be surprised if this kid throws something big like a flip at you at some stage during this 2019 season.
I suppose the 10 minutes with priority into a wave that doesn't count. Then you're kind of in that mode where you may as well scramble and see what you can do without the priority because you're down the roster. But that was a little bit of a gift right there. Exists in both the men's and the women's draws. It's a horrible place to be. Here we go, having a look.
Well, Seth just trying to turn his momentum a little here. You can see this face is very cupped out. Does well to drift the tail, maintains control. Nice little float there. It's all he's going to be able to milk out of this ride. Holding on the priority with a good set wave approaching. Seth still scrambling on the inside. He'll have a look at this first one. Finds a bit more room to move. Nice start to this ride. This one's starting to reel off pretty quickly though. Leans that board on rail and gets a nice finishing move. Wade Carmichael chasing him down the line. Really clean float there. It's one of those big power hacks that we've come to love from the Australian. And he's going to get a solid finish on the inside. Still rolling on this one. And a bit of release in the tail.
And then behind, Wade Carmichael getting those floaters, an assist turn, double arm back, drives it through, full carving arc, great turn from Wade. It's going to be interesting to see as he gets one, he thinks it's over. And he goes, oh, actually it's not over, I'll get another. And here's Griffin's pumping, driving, little chip down the face, carving out of the lip. Not much done yet of it that's too spectacular, but now he starts to get going. Unleashes off the bottom, off the top on that steep inside section. Bang out of the lip again. Great surfing. The majority of that was all down the inside, and it was very critical, very steep, big, open face, one of the bigger waves we've seen of the day.
Well, he set that move up beautifully, didn't he? Cut that turn short, that little carve. It was just a set-up manoeuvre. But unfortunately, there was a bit of a kink in the face of the wave at that point. He bogged down a little bit on that turn. It kind of threw him off for this finish.
And we saw it there in the slow-mo. In real time, I didn't see that bog so much. And there's the free fall out of that section. There's still another section to go. Pumps around it. This one is where the bottom drops right out into the lip. Hits it. You think, okay, that was easy enough. Completion. And then there was this hole that just sucked him down into it.
Plenty of them. We'll run through some of those names in a moment, but right now Seth Moniz trying to get himself out of that third position into a position to qualify for the round of 32. Loading up for the big air on the inside. He is throwing everything at that end section.
It'd be great to see the replay. Looked like the best surfing that he's done in this heat so far.
Oh, scary though, that end section that he just keeps attacking. There's really no water on it. You're going straight to the bottom, straight to the reef if you fall hard there.
Yeah, just karate chops at the lip, waits, toys with it. Another beautiful turn out of the top. Then he sees this line and goes, there's an air in this for sure. Throws it to the flat, lands backwards. That front foot slides up. You see the tail comes around. The head doesn't continue to turn. The head kind of stopped. And the rotation of the upper body stopped, landed on the tail, and it was awkward and shallow. There's been this incredible history of surfers coming from this area for that area.
Well, here we go, Seth, fighting hard. He'd be happy just to chip away at this requirement at the moment. Multiple manoeuvres on the outside, still looking for more, plenty of speed. Gets a finish finally on that end section. Good work in his favour. Looking to better a 5.
Yeah, it's most probably his best wave of the heat. Griffin up and riding, looking to improve on his 5.9.
A lot of speed, rolling down the line. A little cut down, super stylish. For something special, couldn't quite get there. Wade Carmichael getting a wave as well here. Wade's trying to dispose of a 5.33, putting plenty into that one. Gets his board up on top of that lip, maintains control. Been doing well to drive around the white water, get himself back onto the open face. Doesn't find that little additional section on the inside on that occasion.
There's a blocking move.
Griffin using his priority here. And he has actually just kept Seth Moniz off there. In second spot, Griffin Colapinto. Wade Carmichael jumped up into the lead. His last ride was at 5.47. Also had a 7.77. And that is the seeding round done for the men.